Hey guys, it's your girl Leslie, and welcome to my channel.
Come with me and you'll be
Hey guys, it's been a little bit. I'm outside and I'm making sure no one watches me because it's already 11:29 p.m. So yeah, I'm outside and I am at my madrinas and madrinos casa, known as godfather and godmother's apartment or house. They have a lot of cats, like 13, and I love them very much, all of them, even though one or two are just bitches. But we don't talk about that. Um, but overall, they're really nice. They recently got 5 kittens from my madrina's work area because there was like a nice sweet cat she used to take care of her on whenever she was at work, and the came to find out that the cat was pregnant and it sadly died while giving birth, so she decided to take in those 5 kitties, and those 5 kitties are amazing. Some are energetic, some like belly rubs. Oh my gosh, it's awesome. And then Godzilla and Yuki are doing fantabulous. They're doing great. And I'm doing fine, chill, not. They're just looking through the window and looking right at me. Don't you dare go jump up and lock that door, I swear. They won't, but maybe they will. I'm not sure, but they're just watching from here. Okay. Anyway, first of all, I would like to know how have you guys been, because I'm sorry I have not been posting these, but this is a new one, and of course, if you said candy pop, then you must be correct, but I kind of forgot because I actually didn't look at the full title that it included Laughing Jack. So if you did say Laughing Jack, you were partly correct. Candy pop, you are mostly correct because I haven't done candy pop at all. Laughing Jack, yes I have. Like a full alone Laughing Jack, yes I have, but both characters, no. But yeah. It's been a little bit of a crazy ride, it's just been crazy, honestly. We're literally halfway through the book, I believe. I couldn't find any more extra chapters for these, so I'm guessing all of them are in here, hopefully, or I swear to God. We're like in the middle, but most of these are just parts that were like from all the way up here. So we'll be fine. We're probably already making it through the story, sadly. I wish we didn't. I kind of wish that they would have continued Smile Dog, because that would have been way more interesting and more spicy. But they didn't, sadly. But yeah. If anyone knows about any Wattpad X Smile Dog that is just as good as the yandere one I read, then please let me know in the comments or in the description. Y'all text me and y'all let me know. I gotta know, man. It's hard to find stories because like some of them are just not continued anymore, and I want to give you guys a good quality story. At the same time, it's fully complete, so we don't have to deal with cliffhangers or too much of that, But I'll still put it in the playlist, even though. Anyways, let's get into the story because I'm already wasting like 3 minutes. Last time I wasted 6. How dare I? Anyways, let's get into this. And sorry if I mess up too much. Yandere Candy Pop X Reader X Yandere Laughing Jack. Oh my god, this will be a doozy. Okay, your point of view. It was dark at night, and I was returning home. Sorry, I already messed up on the first step. Jesus. Okay. Hi, kitty. It was dark at night, and I was returning home from a friend's house. That's when I heard a kid cry. I ran to the crying child and gasped. It was a giant monochrome clown, and he was trying to kill a little kid. I ran towards them and stepped in front of the kid. Don't kill the kid. Take me instead. The clown just stares at me with a shocked expression. The kid had already ran away, but I kept standing there in a defensive position. He just stared and stared until a sinister smile played on his lips. Very well then, I shall take you instead. He grabbed me with those huge arms of his. I screamed and started to punch and kick, but there was no use. I immediately regretted not choosing the escape option. He threw me on his shoulder and started walking away. Name's Laughing Jack, by the way. Nice to meet you. He then started singing the Pop Goes the Weasel. My screams and cries seemed to sound like the music to the lyrics he sang. I opened my eyes to find myself tied up in a chair. I tried to break free, but failed. Look who's awake. I heard a familiar voice purr. I look around me only to be met with darkness. But then, boo! He started laughing at me at my reaction. Oh, I haven't catched your name yet. If I was brave, I would yell at him, and why should I? But he was so big and scary. He could easily rip my guts open with those nails. Damn near chop them nails off. So I kept my mouth shut. He went closer to me with a creepy look on his face. I haven't catched your name yet. I gulped. It's YN. I looked on the floor to avoid eye contact. He didn't say anything for a while until he smirked. YN. Oh ho ho ho. That's such a pretty name. He suddenly went closer to me, which I whispered and shivered. But not as beautiful as you. I'm sorry. Oh god. Oh, this scary noises outside. Jesus, I cannot wait to go back inside after this and edit. Oh. But not as beautiful as you. He said in a low, quiet voice, while he leaned closer and closer. And, hey, LJ, have you seen a new clown? More colorful than LJ came in and locked eyes with me. I could hear LJ growl under his breath. Who is she? My new plaything. My eyes widened at him. I am no one's plaything. I am a human, whether you like it or not. The colorful clown smiled gently at me. What's your name, little human? I was about to say my name when I saw LJ glaring at me darkly as if he wanted me to keep my mouth shut. So I didn't say anything, just stared at him. The clown slowly nodded as if I responded to him. I understand. Name's Candy Pop, by the way. Just call me Candy for short. I gave a small smile and nodded. His face turned red and he looked away. Okay, that's enough. Get out, Candy. Alright. Don't try to do anything with this little human. She's too innocent. I'll do whatever the hell I want. I won't give credit to you. The moment he shut the door closed, it was just him and I. He turned to me with a dangerous grin on his face which made me shiver. Listen here now, Dolly. You belong to me. You're not allowed to talk, look, or smile at him. Got it? I nodded quickly in fear. He chuckled crazily. Good. He started walking very quickly towards me, and I started believing that he was going to hurt me. Don't hurt me, I said very quickly, and tried to break free or look away. He stopped for a moment before continuing his way towards me, slower this time. When he reached closer to me, he leaned down and tried to kiss me, but I shook my head away. He growled, "You will learn to obey me, YN." That's what he said before he left and locked me in this room alone. I stood frozen and thought about what was going to happen to me in the future. Would he kill me? Hurt me? Abuse me? Use me as a plaything? I felt worry fill my body, and a few tears ran down my face. Little human? I gasped silently and turned to see Candy behind me. I remember what LG told me, so I looked somewhere else in shame. It's alright. I understand. I heard what he told you about me. There's no need for you to look or talk to me. I was relieved and felt safe with his kindness. You see, there's something odd about LJ. He changed a lot since the time he kidnapped you. I cannot explain the way he changed, but he did a lot. Haven't you noticed the way he looks at you? I just kept listening to his words. He has fallen in love with you. My eyes widened and I quickly turned to look at him. He was serious. He kept mumbling and giggling, calling how beautiful and cute you are. He said he'd do many things that I shouldn't probably tell you. He calls it love, but it's obsession. I stared at him wide-eyed. He may hurt you without him noticing. But you know what? I don't blame him. He isn't wrong. I looked at him in confusion. Suddenly, he leaned closer, his eyes filled with love and lust. You sure are pretty and innocent. No wonder why he wants to touch you so badly. Okay, so there is a thing for scream for help or stay silent. I'm gonna do two options, cause obviously options. Let me know what you pick in the comments, cause I don't know what I'm gonna pick till I read. This is the first one, and it's scream for help. All those good and positive thoughts I had about Candy and the thoughts about him helping me escape were faded. I was scared from both of them. Candy was about to kiss me, but I had no choice. Without thinking, I yelled at the top of my lungs, "Jack, help!" Candy's eyes widened. I could see rage, hurt, shock, and much more emotions. As soon as I screamed, Jack stepped inside and pushed Candy with all his will, causing him to crash to a wall and get injured. A small part of me felt guilty about that, but no, he deserved it. "Get out of here, never step inside here," Jack growled with the darkest voice I've ever heard. Candy slowly left the room. I couldn't see his face. Jack turned and looked at me with worry. He approached me with a worried look. He looked so nice and caring like that. I felt tears running down my cheeks, and I looked at the ground, too scared to even look at him approach me. He kept down to my level and pulled me into a big, warm embrace. He petted my head. "Shh, it's okay. I got rid of him now. He won't hurt you." As comforting as he could be, I couldn't trust him. Yet, I needed comfort. I shut my eyes and closed and cried to his chest. I felt him pet and kiss my head, telling me that it's alright and I'm safe now. I wasn't safe. He pulled away and pushed my locks away from my face. He cleaned my tear-stained eyes and stared at me with worry, but also care. "Tell me, what did he do to you? Did he hurt you?" "He was going to." I paused. He waited patiently. I never saw his comforting side. He... I turned my head to the other side, tears running down my cheeks again. I felt a giant hand touch my cheek. "Darling, I know you don't want to talk about it, but you have to tell me. Tell me everything." I slowly looked at him. He was going to touch me. I quickly looked away. He froze. I could tell he was lost in his own thoughts. "I see." He got up and ruffled my head in a playful way that made me almost smile. "Almost. I'm going to bring you food and some water. I'll be back." I nodded. He left. He came back after a while with food and water. Since I was tied up, he fed me and sat next to me, slowly building a conversation. "Hey, Jack?" "Yes, darling?" "Is it true that you are obsessed with me?" He stared at me. I looked away. "Candy told me that you changed when I got here. He said you wanted me." "Let's change the conversation, shall we?" "Okay." Some time of awkward silence passed. Why did you kidnap me in the first place? What did you find so attractive about me? I was shocked to see you defending that boy. It was like you were risking your life for a stranger. And you showed no fear. I knew you were special at that moment. I could have killed you in many brutal ways, but I decided to take you with me. You were the only one I haven't killed when you stood in my way. And I'm never planning on killing you. Your innocence and beauty were a cherry on top of the cake. You are perfect. That's why I'm keeping you. I want to protect you from the outside world. I love you, YN. He looked at me inside the eyes. At the eyes. What? Like, what inside the eyes? I'm just looking into her eye sockets, no problem. He looked at me in the eyes. You mean the world to me. Without you, I don't know what I'll do. Please, stay with me. I'll give you the life you deserve. I stared at him with wide eyes. He didn't look that bad. Maybe it's his first time falling in love, and he doesn't know how to treat a lover. Is this your first time falling in love? He blushed. Yes. I've never had someone to love. I'm so sorry if I'm screwing things up. I smiled. May you please untie me? I won't do anything. I promise. He looked unsure, but he slowly untied me. I jumped in his arms and kissed him. He stood frozen, but slowly started kissing back, following my movements. I pulled away and smiled at him. I'll teach you how to love someone. Laughing Jack Endon. Stay with him. Okay, this is the stay silent part. Stay silent part. Ah, no. Car scared me. Car scared the freaking phone. Okay, anyways, continuing. This is the part where you stay silent, so don't get it confused. He was about to try to do something to me. I stay silent, letting tears run down my face and accept the worst. But instead, I felt his hand struck my cheek and clean the tears. I stood in confusion. Weren't you gonna touch me? He gave a smile. Exactly. I'm touching you right now. Do you know how much I wanted to touch your cheek like that and clean the tears off your face? I mentally face-palmed. I thought he was going to touch my body when he said, touch so badly. But instead, he just stroked my cheek. Luckily, I didn't scream for help. I could have put him into trouble for nothing. Alright, I whispered. Hey, I looked at him. You know, I don't know your name. I mean, I know what LJ said to you, but I really want to know your name. I don't want to call you little human or hey. I gave an unsure look. He smiled. Come on, it'll be fine. Plus, he's in here now. We'll keep it a secret. I gave it a sigh. Alright, my name's YN. He gave a happy smile. Well, nice to meet you, YN. He offered me a hand to shake, but that's when we both noticed that my hands were tied up. Oh. I chuckled nervously. It's alright. He smiled at me. Not so much time passed, and Candy and I were starting a conversation, jokes and stuff. He was a fun guy to be around. Hey, YN. I know this might sound sudden, but can I try to kiss you? I blushed and tensed. What? He looked away. I mean, if it's okay if you don't want to. I just couldn't take my eyes off your lips. The way they're moving while you were talking were driving me insane. I just wanted to taste them. Not like I've kissed before. I looked at him and an idea popped on my mind. If you promise me to help me escape, I'll let you kiss me. I winked at him. Now it was his time to look unsure. Uh, no. Forget about it. It's too risky. He looked away. I smirked. As you wish. Then I started to lick and bite my lips, pretending not to be aware of him staring. He was staring at them and started shivering, looking away to hide his red face. But he looked as if he was going to jump at me. Fine. You know what? Let's do this. He almost yelled. I imagined a small victory dance. Alright, now help me with those things. He started to rip the ropes off my body. He stood in front of me. Can I ask for a small favor? What is it? May I kiss them now? I blushed. Sure. I looked away shyly. He then held my chin up, slowly leaned in and kissed me. I felt butterflies in my stomach, but soon kissed back. He then sat on the chair and pulled me to his lap. He gently pushed my waist closer to him and held my head with his other hand to deepen the kiss. The kiss was gentle loving. He kept deepening the kiss more and more and more. I couldn't deepen it anymore, but he kept pushing. I made some sounds with my mouth and tugged him as if I was trying to make him pull away. He finally did, and we both gasped for air. Sorry, I couldn't control it, he said between breaths. It's fine, I replied. He chuckled. It was nice. I smiled and nodded. He then picked me up bridal style. Alright, let's get out of here. Candy Pop ending, escape together. Okay, y'all, so this is the official thing. This is the whole thing. Thank goodness. How long? Oh my goodness, not even that long. I thought this was going to be half an hour. Oh my goodness. Woo! Well, it's about to be half an hour. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me which one you picked. I'm not sure which I'd personally pick, but I think I would pick Stay Silent, because my dumb ass ain't gonna stay with no fucking, like, even though I'm in love with LJ, I ain't gonna stay with an abusive asshole. Or like, hey, I just take red flags as soon as I see him and run off. Like, he was nice and cute and kind in the first one for Scream, but if he don't show that earlier, then that gives me mixed signals, and that gets me to go run, bro. Like, I ain't staying here. Wee! That is literally my choice. I mean, in all reality, Candy Pop don't look so bad himself, you know? But I like both of them, but I mean, the first one I met is LJ. I didn't even know Candy Pop existed till, like, I was, like, way more deeper into the creepypasta phase. I'm not as much into the creepypasta phase as I used to be, but I still do like reading creepypasta stuff and read for you guys, because you guys love this shit so much. Like, y'all love this shit. Jesus. I don't know what's gonna be on next, but let's go check it out together. Oh, okay. That'll be interesting. Oh, by the way, I haven't literally, like, ever actually known the puppeteer till, like, a year or two later into, like, my creepypasta phase. Yes, I was in a very long and treacherous creepypasta phase. My goodness. It was crazy. It was scary. Oh, my goodness. Like, I guarantee you, if you're a cosplayer and you'll go on TikTok and you cosplay Jeff the Killer, your things are gonna go up. People will do anything for Jeff the Killer. Jesus. Jeff the Killer is, like, one of the most favorited, I think, of creepypasta. There's just, I don't know, like, last, like, 3 or 4 times I did Jeff the Killer, I got so many views and so many likes. Like, I don't know, people are just don't see creepypasta videos as much, which I totally understand. A lot of people are getting out of their creepypasta phase. Some are just getting into it, and they want to see multiple videos. Well, I can understand that. You know, I don't see it as much anymore. And it's a little sad, but not, you know, because we're moving on, but we're still in that little baby creepypasta phase inside of us, so I just couldn't resist and just read the story like a bad bitch. Anyways, I'm out here in the darkness making sure no one is watching me, or I'ma run back inside. I'm gonna lock the door and I'm gonna be like, I be getting my parents up so they can run off and be pussies. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more amazing videos, guys. And yeah, just chill out, you know. And of course, before y'all even forget about it, because I know y'all asses just didn't forget, my heart. Again, let me know if you have any stories of Smile Dog. Like, anyone know any good stories that are completed, or at least one good juicy part in that story. And y'all know a couple in Wattpad, please don't hesitate. Comment it down below. Don't ever hesitate. Don't you dare hesitate. And you better comment that below right now while this video is going. I know y'all damn well y'all can hear me while y'all type. Oh my goodness. So please do so. Do not resist. I need to get them juicy lemons, bruh. I am the queen of lemons. What are y'all driving here at 11:55 p.m.? Jesus, and that loud of thunder. Anyway, I gotta go for now, guys. Bye and peace for now.